All right, so if you've been keeping an eye on the world of AI video, you know things have been moving insanely fast. But what we're about to look at today with Kling 3.0, this isn't just another small step. No, this is a massive jump that completely rewrites what we thought was even possible.
I know, that sounds like a lot of hype, right? But honestly, it's the only real reaction you can have when you see this thing in action. The videos it generates are so incredibly real, so coherent that they just obliterate the line between what's generated and what's actual footage.
So, what is it that makes this so radically different? Well, Kling 3.0 isn't just a minor update. We're talking about the moment AI video crossed this invisible line. It went from being a kind of cool but quirky novelty to a tool that can create scenes that are just stunningly realistic.
Come on, we've all seen them, right? The classic signs of early AI video. The melty six-fingered hands, the backgrounds that kind of warp and breathe, those dead, uncanny valley eyes. Well, Kling 3.0 doesn't just fix those things, it eliminates them. We're now looking at perfect detail, rock-solid consistency, and genuine, believable emotion.
And that quote just nails it, doesn't it? It perfectly captures that no way feeling you get when you see it. It's, you knew this was coming eventually, but you just didn't think it would be this good, this fast. The gap between real footage and AI, it's now razor thin. Okay, so enough talk about impossible territory. What does it actually look like? Let's get into some specific examples that really show off the incredible creative power we're dealing with here. Okay, just imagine this prompt. Two elderly friends see each other for the first time in decades. The result is just breathtaking. It's not just that the faces look real, it's the tiny details, the slight tremble in their hands as they hug, the way their faces shift from shock to absolute joy. You can even see the glint of tears forming in their eyes. This is AI telling an emotional story. But okay, it's not all about quiet, emotional moments. Kling 3.0 has this deep, almost intuitive grasp of filmmaking. Think of it like a virtual director of photography. You ask for a cyberpunk motorcycle chase, and you get it. You get the perfect motion blur, the reflections shimmering on wet pavement, the dynamic camera moves that make your heart race. It's not just making an image, it's crafting a scene. And this cinematic brain works across pretty much any genre you can throw at it. Whether you're dreaming up a fantasy epic with swirling magic, a tense horror scene that relies on atmosphere, or even some wild abstract art, Kling 3.0 just gets the visual language. It knows the assignment. So how on earth is this even possible? What's the magic trick here? Let's pop the hood for a minute and look at the actual technological breakthroughs that are making Kling 3.0 tick. The absolute key, the holy grail of AI video is something called temporal consistency. Here's the best way to think about it. Old AI models were kind of like making a flip book. You draw one page at a time, and tiny errors add up, so by the end, things look weird and wobbly. Kling 3.0 is more like sculpting the whole scene out of a block of clay at once. Everything stays perfectly consistent from the first frame to the last. So how'd they do it? It really comes down to a three-part recipe. First, it uses something called a transformer-based architecture. All you need to know is that this allows it to see the entire video at once, not just one frame after another. Second, it was trained on a colossal amount of professional film, so it learned what good storytelling looks like. And third, its prompting system is so advanced it can understand complex creative directions, almost like you're talking to a human collaborator. The tech is amazing, for sure, but what's maybe even more mind-blowing is what this means for creators. For everyone, really. We are looking at the genuine democratization of video production. The kind of power once locked away in Hollywood studios is now basically available to anyone with a good idea. Just think about the old way of doing things. Weeks of planning, shooting, editing, post-production. It's a grind. With Clip 3.0, you can go from a thought in your head, a simple text prompt, to a finished, polished video in literally minutes. This isn't just about being faster. It opens up a whole new way to create, to just try things and experiment in real time. And you can see how this just ripples out everywhere. Solo creators can now make stuff that looks like it had a huge budget. Marketing teams can brainstorm and test ad concepts in an afternoon. Teachers can build these incredible immersive visual aids for their students. And filmmakers? They've got the ultimate pre-visualization tool. Look, the big fear is always, is this coming to replace us? But that's just not the right way to see it. This isn't about replacing human creativity. It's about giving it superpowers. It's a tool that takes your vision and amplifies it, letting you bring ideas to life that were once impossible without a massive team and budget.
So as we look forward, we have to zoom out a bit, because a technology this powerful doesn't just change how we make YouTube videos or commercials. It starts to raise some really profound questions about media, reality, and our relationship with what we see.
And this brings us to the really heavy question, the one we all have to grapple with. When an AI can generate a reality that is completely indistinguishable from our own, what does authentic even mean anymore? The potential for this to be misused is very real, and it's a conversation that we have to start having right now. Given the speed this is all moving at, and it is moving so fast, we're getting very close to a future where the distinction between real video and AI video just evaporates. It's all just going to be video. So we'll leave you with this final thought. The wall that used to stand between what you could imagine and what you could actually create is crumbling down. The age where anyone with a vision can be a filmmaker, well, it's not coming. It's here. The only question left is, what are you going to create?